So KD said that Donald Trump is a fascist. That's going to lead us into our first video that we already have queued up. Now, let's ask Mayor Eric Adams. You know, right? Let's get like a, let's ask a Democrat. Let's ask a Democrat, KD, if Donald Trump is a fascist, since I'm sure that's where you first heard him being called a fascist. I'm sure you heard it from some of your favorite Democrats. Maybe Hillary said it. I don't know. Maybe Kamala Harris said it. All people that have achieved less than Donald Trump, especially in his 4 years. But let's take a listen anyway. And since who better to give it than somebody who seems to have the Democrats turning on him? So let's take a look at what Mayor Eric Adams responded, how he responded when he was asked.
Campaign about Mr. Mayor, I wondered if I could ask you about any communications you've been having with the Trump campaign about this rally or otherwise, and if you believe, as others have said, that the former president is a fascist.
You know, I have been had those terms hurled at me by some political leaders in the city, using terms like Hitler and fascist. My answer is no. I know what Hitler has done, and I know what a fascist regime looks like. I think, as I've called over and over again, that the level of conversation, I think we could all dial down the temperature. And I've heard people say that the former president should not be able to have a rally in Madison Square Garden. I strongly disagree. This is America. This is New York. And I think it's important that we allow individuals to exercise their right.
Hold on. But KD, it's, oh my God, this is so offensive, right? The mental gymnastics. And this is what a lot of Democrats do. This is what I'm realizing. So go back to KD's comment when he wrote, the dude on stage literally said black people carve watermelons. The mental gymnastics is crazy. What a lot of liberal Democrats, they try to, and this is what Barack did. This is what Michelle Obama is doing. Matter of fact, I actually give credit because Kamala Harris is not doing this. But they're trying to insult the intelligence of black people, in my opinion. When they start saying, you should be offended by this, black people, you should be offended by this, whether you're black or another race, telling black people, you should be offended by this. Telling me that I should be offended by a joke on stage. Well, let's say, let's see if, okay. So let's actually assume that I should be offended by this. Let's actually assume that I should be offended by a joke about carving watermelons in Halloween. Does that mean that I should vote for Kamala? Does that mean that I should not vote for Donald Trump? Does that mean that Donald Trump is Hitler? Is that the connection that you're drawing? Like, do you actually think? Like, I know that the politicians like to say it. I know they throw it out there for fear-mongering purposes and all these other things. Do you actually think, like, I actually never even thought about it to this extent, where I thought that the people watching it didn't really think that Donald Trump was Hitler. I thought that it was just something that was being said. But from KD's responses, it seems as if you really actually believe that Donald Trump is like, is that what you're trying to say? To me, that's so offensive to me, that's offensive to Jewish people. To me, you're downplaying the story of what that man did to a particular group of people by comparing him to Donald Trump. But I don't know. Maybe the mental gymnastics are just playing tricks on me. Maybe. It's so what did Mark wrote? No one cracks more black jokes than my. So he's one of the black. All right, so KD, it all makes sense. Hold on. And Mac Daddy wrote it. How many black comedians make fun of white people? Sensitive black men. KD, you can't be a sensitive black man. You got to stop this. I am black and I was certainly offended. Racism is offensive. So a comedian making a joke about black people eating watermelons is racist. please tell me your definition of racist, and please tell me how that falls into that category. I'm glad that y'all are seeing this. This is how black people, this is how from our parents and grandparents, our aunties and our uncles, we have been caught up in voting Democrat, 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 blindly voting for them by thinking that the Republicans are the evil boogeyman under our beds and the racist Republicans. This is how we get caught up in this nonsense. By comedians making jokes? You telling me Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, these people don't make jokes about white people? You telling me I just went to the Dave Chappelle show and he's making jokes about the LGBTQ, making jokes about Ron DeSantis, white people? Like, come on, bro. Like, are we really? This is what happens. And KD, no offense to you, but when we become super sensitive, we become super emotional, and we throw logic out the window, and they know that they can control us with all the emotional fear mongering and all the aspects that come with that. And that is why we have these mindsets that turn into anybody but Trump. And then when we have these anybody but Trump mindsets, what happens is we excuse the party that we're supporting blindly and doing anything for us, because they think that we owe them our votes. And we think that we'll give them to us without them delivering on anything, which we have, which it seems like you will do as well, because we're so emotionally involved in it, where everybody else, they have to please them from a logical perspective. But with us, it's just throwing emotional things at us that make us feel good, that make us feel like they're fighting the good fight. They're on the good side of the racist fight. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Mark wrote, maybe you're too sensitive, KD. Whites take a lot of heat right on mainstream media. It's like this is when you see the world through race first. This is what happens when you've been convinced to see the world through race first, through the color of your skin. Every situation that you're in, that person didn't hold the door, it's because I'm black. This person looked at me funny in the car dealership because I'm black. This person, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if you see the world through a certain way, just like when you buy a car, you start to see more on the road. When you believe something is happening, you're going to see more of it, and it's going to impact you in a way. I don't know, negative or positive. So, Uncle Brother, shout out to Uncle Brother in the building. Half morning. What's amazing to me is how frantically Democrats are pointing the finger at Trump, screaming fascist or Nazi, while the Biden administration is steadily funding. Hold on. Self-professed, authentic Nazis in Ukraine with our hard-earned tax dollars. Interesting. Interesting. Let's keep moving. But isn't that a tactic that people use? It's like, I may be doing something, but I'm just going to accuse them of doing it. Like, I'm accusing you of doing the same thing that I'm doing.
To get their message clear to New Yorkers. And our job as a city and as a police department is to make sure they could do that in a peaceful way. I think that we must be extremely cautious.
AKD, let me ask you a question. As a black man, when you talk about racism, right? Okay. So you got a black man. KD's a black man talking about racism. I'm showing you a video of Mayor Eric Adams, black Democrat mayor of New York City. You're over here supporting Kamala Harris because you want to support Kamala Harris so bad. You're supporting who's trying to get Jill Stein off the ballot. Actually did get Jill Stein off the ballot. Jill Stein is not on the ballot in a lot of states, including New York. Who did Cornel West say was trying to get him off the ballot? The Democrats, the people that are supposedly fighting for democracy. So you're over here more offended by a joke that somebody made at a rally, a comedian. You're more offended to that and calling that racist, but you're not calling out the fact that the Democrats are trying to keep Cornel West, a black man, off of the ballot. You're not calling that racist. You're not calling it racist when, because Mayor Eric Adams is doing his job and calls out the problems that the migrant crisis with all the migrants that were dropped off in New York City have created with the infrastructure within New York City, with them not being able to handle it. But now they're trying to, and now they just indicted Mayor Eric Adams, a black man. But now the comedian's racist. You're not worried about Mayor Eric Adams, though, right? You're not worried about Cornel West being kept off the ballot from the supposed Democratic Party. It is insane. This is these are the emotional, you said gymnastics, mental gymnastics. These are the mental gymnastics that are played on people like you, KD. So KD responded. Let's see. The Klan started as just a joke. Cross burning started as just a joke. Slave leasing is literally legal in Alabama right now because people think it's just a joke. Okay, so KD, you said you were going to send the link, the other link. You never sent it, unless I just didn't see it. If somebody else saw it, please copy and paste it again and resend it. I didn't see it. You did, so you didn't send that link. Now you're telling me that the Klan started as just a joke. Cross burnings started as just a joke. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. See this? Damn, bro. They did a toll. I tell you what, the Democrats have done a toll on black men. The Democrats have done a toll on black men. Come on, man. Like, jeez. He committed $10 million in fraud. Like, what? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So Mayor Eric Adams committed $10 million in fraud. And see, this is the thing. This is the thing. So notice what's happening. KD, the person that script, please, everybody, please, I'm doing this for a reason. I know a lot of people that probably listen all the time. I know my parents are probably like, Dak, move on. No, I'm not moving on. You want to know why I'm not moving on? Because think about this. This is why you're just responding to try to make a point, to try to argue. You just said that he committed $10 million in fraud. Did he go to court yet? Was that proven? Did he say that he did that? Or was he just accused of it? Oh, so KD, when a black man is accused of something, he's definitely guilty of it, right? But that's not racist. I thought it was innocent until proven guilty. This is the problem. This is what has happened to black men. Black men. Damn, bro. Like, come on. This doesn't even sound manly. Like, this doesn't... Anybody looking at this situation with Mayor Eric Adams, matter of fact, when we went back on the show, or when it first happened, when he came out and said, and called out the Democrats for sending all the migrants there, we said on the show, this is going to be a problem in the Democratic Party. And this is what it's turned into. So Mac Daddy wrote, what about when Biden in the 70s said all blacks should be locked up? It's funny that you bring up a video of Biden in the 70s. I actually have one that I just saved earlier today, where it was Biden talking about, I forget exactly what he was talking about, but it was him like completely changing his stance on like something with immigration. But yeah, this is Jill Stein. Uncle Brother wrote, Jill Stein is not on the ballot in DC either, and yet RFK Jr. is still on the ballot despite having withdrawn from the race. So KD, is this racist? Is this racist? They're trying to keep Jill Stein on the... Come on, man. The war on poverty. Yeah, the war on poverty was racist. Was Joe Biden, his involvement in the crime bill, was that racist too? KD wrote, no, but all his staffers have proved and stitched on him. There's a huge paper trail. The indictment is public, dude. Biden is a piece of S2. That doesn't make Trump not a Nazi. So I just wanted to be clear. Oh, a happy birthday balloon just went by the window. So let's just be clear. KD, I'm glad that you acknowledged it. KD is a black man who thinks Trump is a Nazi. That's the world that we're living in. If I was a Jewish person, I would be so offended by somebody, a black man in America, I'm assuming you're in America, wherever you are, calling Trump a Nazi. Like think about it. What if Trump's a Nazi and if Trump's like Hitler, wouldn't people, if anything, that would make me question certain things about what I was told regarding the Nazis and Hitler. Wait, Trump is like Hitler? Y'all are telling me that Trump is like Hitler? So, but I thought you told me Hitler was doing all these things that were destroying populations, eugenics, all these. That's not what Trump's doing. So was Hitler not that bad? Are you trying to say that Hitler wasn't that bad? Like, stop it. Stop it. Y'all are reaching. Y'all are scrambling so much. It's embarrassing, bro. And KD, let them say those talking points. You don't have to repeat them. Like, just because you're rooting for the Democrats and that's on your side, you don't have to repeat these points that just make absolutely no sense. Let's keep going.
The heat we turn up today, pre-election, is going to have to be the heat we're going to have to govern it. And I think we need to show a level of respectable communication. And so when people called me fascist and other terminologies, I didn't like it. And I don't think it's fitting to anyone to state that the former president is equal to being Hitler. I just think that this is a city where we have the largest Jewish population. Anti-Semitism is on a rise nationally. We need to do everything we can to push back on that level of anti-Semitic tone and anti-Semitic issues that we're facing in the city. Let's have a safe, fair, democratic process and show the globe how we're able to do it correctly.
All right.
Mr. Mayor, I wondered if I
Let me get off of this real quick. So I see a lot of the comments, and you just made me think about something. KD, and I want to show y'all this video. So since Trump is racist and all these other things, all right, let me see if I can find this video. I just found it. All right, so Trump is racist, right? Okay, cool. I want y'all to look at this video.
President Trump, we as Muslims stand with President Trump.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.